This is FC 25.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. So, FC 25. Is this the hardest FIFA, or shall I say FC ever to play with? Let's just see. Let's just get into this first. So, guys, the latest trailer of FC 25 just recently came out, and you're gonna see a lot of different things from FC 25, of course, in the incoming days. But I'm gonna give you one sure thing, guys. It's gonna be a lot more complicated just setting a simple instruction, custom tactic, copy paste, and then bam, you get a couple wins and rivals for champs and everything. No, this isn't gonna be like that. There's like playstyle tactics, new tactics based on real face, so you're gonna see a lot more details in the real life when you're gonna you want to play the game once it released. So it's gonna be this one for the main thing. That's be a lot of things like many talks around it. FC IQ. So basically, you got the three things that's gonna be added in the FC 25. First one, team tactics. The second one, smart tactics, and the third one, player roles, which would be, I would say, the most important one you could say inside the game, just especially in terms of which player you want to choose inside the game. So basically, you have box to box midfielder, you got playmaker, you got a poacher, false nine, all these different things for each position. So basically, maybe you would say, like, for your winger, you get a free roam for your winger. You also get a free roam for your center mid, but the free roam that's on your left winger is different than the free roam on your center mid, if that makes any sense. For example, if you put your winger on a free roam, you get more space. Maybe your left wing come all the way to right winger, you know, changing this sort of position. But if you put your center mid on free roam, your center mid isn't going to go like in the left wing or right wing, okay? It's going to change its position inside the middle side of the pitch. So basically, that's how it is. That's just one example. You've got many other things you can see here. Lots of players coming inside the game. You got white playmaker. You're going to see the list in a few seconds. But basically, guys, trust me, it's going to be a lot more harder to master these. You have to pay much more attention, not just simple copy paste from the custom tactics. As EA says, it's a lot more realistic in the next FC, especially for this player roles that's coming out. I would say in this FIFA, if things go as it's planned, you can have a lot more like, you have to think a lot more which player to choose. For example, you want to play with Bellingham, or you want to play, let's say, Ronaldinho. If the things that EA says, if they are actually true, they work the way that EA says, when you play, for example, with Ronaldinho, you're gonna play just like Ronaldinho, okay? The Ronaldinho inside the game is gonna feel like Ronaldinho, or let's just say Zidane. The play you play, let's just say you play with Zidane, okay? He actually feels like you playing with Zidane because of the play style. It's just, I would say, okay, for Zidane, you may would say like an attacking center mid, have some sort of play roles that fits the way Zidane used to play. You get the kind of feeling that's actually he played. Let's just say you get another one that plays, let's just say, box-to-box player, box-to-box midfielder. You don't want to choose, maybe you don't want to use Zidane in that position. You're going to use another player. For example, you want to put maybe like a Bellingham. So Bellingham is going to feel like the way Bellingham. You see how Bellingham plays. He's not really involved in defensive situation. He basically starts to attack for the Real Madrid in the middle side of the pitch, moves well forward, let's just say Modric in Real Madrid, and last year you guys saw how he just starts the attack, or Toni Kroos crossing those balls through long through balls. You have this type of player that you want to choose in each position. You don't want to say, okay, this player has like let's just say this player has finesse shot, for example, and has for like a rapid one. Okay, that's good for a winger, so you're gonna put. Now this is not how it works in FC 25. In FC 25, so you can see here that there are roles that for example, you get like it's just like a winger. Okay, so winger plus is actually like a player that's really good at winger. A winger like a plus like say wide playmaker or a poacher playmaker, or a winger plus playmaker. They have all of these different things. For example, Vinicius inside the game, it has to be like a plus winger, right? He's going to be a lot more effective inside the game, even though ratings are the same. Let's just say even the player they have the same play style. For example, they both have finesse shot, they both have that. They get like high medium, not high medium anymore, right? You get all of these things, but one of them, for example, Vinicius has like a winger plus play role, if that makes sense. For example, in the center mid, or let's just say left back, a left back that has like a wing back plus, or like the one that's more balanced overall. The one that's like a wing back play role, he's a lot more effective when you want to attack and defend at the same time. Some left back and right back, they're just not good. It's kind of like it's like expanding the high medium attacking work rate, defensive work rate that's already available on the previous FIFA and FC 24. So it's more expandable. Okay, basically all of these things would be summarized in these two words: high medium, high low, or like low high, this type of thing you would say. But now it's a lot more complicated than this, a lot more detailed into this. You have to pay attention to all of them. For the next one, you got for like tactics inside the game. You basically want to play the way you want to play, man. If you don't want to play, let's just say you want to press as a team, you're gonna have each player for the right position you want to play. Basically, what it means is that maybe you wanna, let's just say, play like Real Madrid. You wanna pass the ball, maybe use your counter attacks. You want to defend a lot better. You want to make the pass be a lot more creative, or maybe you want to be like, let's just say, Manchester City, Pep Guardiola way. You want to pass the ball a lot. You want to find a new way down the wing. A lot more passing with the ball. So you want to have the right player for each position in order to make that happen. Okay, you don't want to put, okay, let's just say I have Cruyff in max out ultimate team, crazy team. We got Cruyff here. We just say you got Ronaldinho, you got Vieira. Maybe they are good players, but they have to have some the things, the player roles, the smart tactics. It has to suit the way you want to play. Okay, maybe, okay, I know Cruyff is good, for example, or you want to say you want to put Vieira, Gullit, your center mid. You want to have this high rated icon inside the game, but you may actually may not get the way you want to play. Okay, let's just say tiki taka. You may not be able to play the way I just said tiki taka with this type of player. Although these players are very good, but they may not represent the way you want to play inside the game. You want to have the right player inside your team for each position. Okay, you have to pay attention to the winger plus thing. You have to pay attention to the box-to-box midfielder. You have to pay attention to your left back, which is more balanced one, or you want a wing back, or you have false wing back. All of these things, you have to pay attention to them. You can't just put, okay, this player is high rated, I'm just gonna put him, but you may not be able to use him the way you want to play. Let's just say, okay, I can't play with this one. I know his play is really good, but I just can't play it. That's okay, because in FC, even in this FC, there are players you just can't play with. Okay, but in FC 25, it's gonna be a lot more complicated, because I'm sure there are gonna be players that are OP, but you can't use them just because it doesn't suit the way you want to play. I would say in the FC 24 and maybe other version of FIFA, I would say this was the case, but it wasn't that big of a deal. We could say, for example, you could just get away with it. Let's just say it that way. For example, maybe you can just play with a player, but as you can just kind of adapt that player just because. Let's just say, I don't know. Let's just say Eric Cantona. Me personally, I can't play with Cantona because he's so cranky. It's like I can't dribble very well. This sort of thing. I can't use a crampy striker in my team. But if I wanted to really play, I could just get away with it and score goals. Still score goal with Cantona. But in FC 25, you may not be able to use that player just because he doesn't have the kind of play roles that you want to play with. Okay, maybe this Cantona player you want to get. You pack Cantona. You want to bring it in your team, but you have this type of tactics. You put some sort of smart tactics, custom tactics, and instruction in your team that just doesn't accept the way Cantona plays. Okay, that's just one example. Imagine this type of thing for each position. Okay, let's just say for your left back. Okay, center mid. You want to play with let's just say Pedri in the middle side of the pitch. Okay. But you just want a center mid that's more like a boxer, but a lot better in terms of attacking. So you would want to choose Bellingham instead of Pedri, okay? But this when Pedri was very good in the FC. I had him in the beginning of the FC 24. You could just play with each position, just be really good. I even have him right now, 90 rated Pedri inside my squad. But in the next FC, you may not be able to use him. Doesn't matter how good that card is. You have to consider the play style that this card has, or any card has. So let's take a look at the positions and the roles, the new roles that just came out on the EA website. So for the goalkeeper, you've got goalkeeper, normal, defend, balance, but you get super keeper. So there are goalkeepers that just simply can't be a super keeper. Okay, so definitely Manuel Neuer, for example, is going to be a super keeper. But let's just say let's just say on a Courtois maybe. I don't think he's a super keeper inside the game. It's going to be like a normal goalkeeper. For your left back and right backs, full back, you get like full back, okay? Defend, balanced, okay? For the role, or say focus. So the focus is going to be, so the thing that a full back represents, like a defend and just being over balance, so more defensively good. How they play inside the game, that depends on the player roles, on this false back, wing back thing. You have to try it. I even don't know how this works yet, but you're just gonna have to see how the difference between wing back and false back, or attacking wing back, which is the focus is gonna be balanced attack. So the attacking wing back is gonna be mostly an attacking one. So maybe this is just like, let's just say your left back is like medium high, okay? Medium attacking, medium defensive rate, and high attacking rate. And the fullback, let's just say this fullback, which is focus, says defend balance. This one, it's gonna be more like a you could say a high medium, even high low. You could say this falls back, this wing back one could be like a medium. If you want to get equivalent for the FC 24, this type of thing. For the center back, it's got defender. Force, you got normal defender, defend balanced. You've got a stopper, balance. So a stopper, I could say, like for defender, defend balanced. This could be like someone, let's just say like Ferdinand, just top of my head. I can't even like just off the top of my, maybe Araujo from the Barcelona. This overfillage is just so solid in defense. Not really much good from passing the ball inside the game. For the stopper, you could say Van Dijk could be a stopper one inside the game, just off the top of my head. So if you want to play that can have more balanced one, it can pass the ball, cross the ball even after, maybe dribble a little bit. you can have, for example, that one. Or even let's say ball playing defender. That's basically like let's just say it's like a high medium, for example, or medium high maybe, if you want to equivalent to the former like the old as is on FC24, high medium medium high. Maybe you could say like a prime Ramos, guys. He can actually pass the ball, playmaker, a lot better. Or these type of player, it's gonna be like a ball defending ball playing defender. So you're gonna have to figure it out in the game which player suits the way you want to play. Maybe you just want a defender who just wants to cross the tackle and just get the ball away from the penalty area. But sometimes you want a player that's more agile, can actually dribble with the ball. So now you can have more freedom in your penalty area. You can want to start the build up from the penalty area with your center back. You want to choose that for your team, okay? For the CDM, you got holding, defend, roaming, center half, defend, deep line playmaker, defend, roaming. So roaming basically means like a free roam, guys. Can be a lot more agile and a lot more freedom inside the game. For the holding, for example, CDM holding, that's basically just Casemiro, okay? Just like a Casemiro type of player. They can play that way. But let's say center half defend. Sorry, I would say center half defend. That's more like Casemiro. Defender defend, roaming, holding. You could say maybe like Tony, I know Tony Cruz isn't in FC 25. Sorry, just retired. But in real life, you could say like Tony Cruz maybe that has a level more freedom, that contributes a lot in terms of attacking, but he also defends. So basically, you can see Toni Kroos, especially in the Euro, you saw him like in the defense line, and the last year in Real Madrid, you saw him in the defense line, literally next to a center back. Just started playmaking from the, that's to say, roaming or center half defense. That's basically, I would say, just like a Casemiro or someone that's just really good at defending. Deep line playmaker, defend, roaming, guys. Deep line playmaker. If you know, in like 4-4-2, if I'm not mistaken, even 4-2-3-1 type of thing, you have this type of player that has deep line playmaker. You can put someone let's just say your formation doesn't have a cam, okay? Deep line playmaker means your center mid or CDM can play as a cam, okay? They can just like an attacking CDM, you could say, if that makes sense. That's gonna fill the area, the empty area, that can actually more that could actually be more helpful in terms of attacking. So we have this type of CDM that can actually attack, contribute in terms of attacking and can help your team. But you can also have the sort of CDM that just really good at defending. If you want that type of player, you have to choose that one. You want to put a player in that position. If you want to play playmaker, you have to choose a player that has that play style. You can't just change it in the instruction part. That's why player was really important. For the center mid, box to box, balance, holding, defend, deep line playmaker again, defend, playmaker, attacking, roaming, half winger, balance, attack. For the center mid, of course, box to box, Bellingham, okay? Holding, defend, kind of like a defending, the kind of thing that has his name on it, holds the midfield. So you could say like Rodri could be the type of center mid inside the game. Deep line playmaker. This could also be like maybe a player like Rodri, maybe deep line playmaker. You want to say even a Toni Kroos maybe, or Modric. Playmaker attack, roaming. I would say Kevin De Bruyne is a perfect example for that one. Half winger, balance, attack. Like Bernardo Silva, okay? He can play on the wing, goes on the wing sometimes, a lot more of that. So that's why I say, guys, you have to choose the play that you want, the way you want to play. You have to suit the way you want to play. If that doesn't work, you're just gonna kind of like messes up your tactics and everything. For the right mid and left wing, you've got winger, balanced attack, wide midfielder, wide playmaker, and inside forward. So for the inside forward, of course, the player that cuts inside, Vinicius Junior, Rodrigo, sorry. Wide playmaker attack. Just again, you could say maybe wide playmaker attack again. You could say Bernardo Silva maybe in that position. We get wide midfield defense balance. So maybe like a high medium one in terms of equivalent of FC24. Maybe we got basically winger balance attack, just a normal winger. In it for the camp, you got playmaker, you got shadow striker, you've got half winger again for the camp. So basically you got all of this freedom inside of the game. So each of these work in its own specific, in its own special way for each position. For example, the one that says for example here, half winger that's in center mid is different. That's half winger in camp position. Okay, you're just gonna have to wait for the gameplay, actual gameplay to come out, because you see how how it actually works. When I say the gameplay come out, I would say the game released, or maybe the guys who already played it. You have to play it, to really find out. You can just see it from the videos and everything. You have to really try that for yourself. A couple of games, to really find out and feel the difference for the right winger and left winger. Again, winger balance, inside forward, wide playmaker again, inside forward. This one you could say that's a better option for Vinicius here. And inside forward, balanced attacking Rumi. So have a lot balanced attacking Rumi. I would say Rodrigo is a better one, because sometimes inside if you see Real Madrid players, the way Real Madrid plays, you see a lot of time Rodrigo is basically right wing, comes play in the left winger. Sometimes just have a lot more freedom. You just have to see how each player can play in that position. And maybe Rodrigo has a sort of thing, or maybe say a winger like Grealish doesn't have this type of traits and ability inside the game in FC25. You just have to try that in the game. Striker, you got advance, forward, attack, complete, poacher attack, false 9, a target forward, false 9 for the build-up. So false 9, guys, how this works: player comes a step back behind the opponent's penalty area and passes over to your left wing or right wing, or even passes to your center mid and makes it right inside the penalty area. For the poacher, basically Holland, right? Inside the game, finishes perfectly. That's a poacher. Advance, forward, attack, complete. It's more like a better one. Advance, maybe for your, if you want to say someone that has a star thing, maybe you could say Lautaro Martinez, maybe off the top of my head, or even Messi if he plays. The main thing, the main position of him in FC25 is striker. That's basically could be Messi advanced forward. That's more over complete in terms of that, having that sort of ability. False nine would say like a Benzema, like prime Benzema in Real Madrid, guys. Remember that, how he was really good, having a connection and passing the ball and making those ones with Vinicius, the left winger, and also Rodrigo, or even with Valverde. This type of link up between these players, so that's a perfect false 9. Target forward, balanced attack, wide. So target forward basically means maybe you could say target forward is like Ronaldo. Maybe these days Ronaldo could be a target forward that has overall more. You can be like in the middle, passes the ball. Maybe sometimes it goes from the left, or even inside the penalty area, behind the penalty area, comes ask for the ball, and that. Because Ronaldo is the type of so basically, if you're a forward player, that type of player, you don't want to use Holland inside the game. Okay, for example, that makes any sense. Or you don't want to use Benzema. You want to, for example, Cristiano Ronaldo for that position, or any card. You're just gonna have to wait and see what card has like which of these various player roles inside the game. And basically, there are other things that's role that says, and only thing in the aftermarket and the player roles. So Role basically means it's just a winger. Role plus means that player has mastered the role. Every player in FC 25 has at least one role plus. For example, in Vinicius Junior is definitely going to be, I would say, winger plus plus inside the game. For I would say Vinicius has to be that one of ring. Next one, role plus plus sign includes indicates the player is a world class in this role. So let's just say Zidane is definitely going to be a plus one. Each player has a significant one, has a special one that has or its own unique way of playing. That's why I would say it's going to be a lot more realistic. Maybe in terms of that, if for example you want to play with Zidane, that actually feels like the way Zidane plays, okay? Or many other players. That actually makes sense if you want to say, okay, I don't want to use that player, even if that player is higher in terms of rating. But you want to use that player just because he has, like, maybe he's like an 82 rated player against like an 86 player rated one player, but the 82 rated has like a plus role. That's the role that you will. Maybe for example, the player is like a winger plus. You want to use that player, your winger, because it's a winger plus. You don't care about the 80 being him being 82 rated. Okay, that's how important this thing is. I don't think there's much left to say. Inside you want to have a tiki-taka, like a park the boss, focus defending, change this tactical thing inside the game. It's going to be a lot more, like, gives you a lot more freedom in terms of finishing, passing well, making the gameplay, just making those runs. Basically, guys, you can have a lot more freedom in terms of your, as I said, smart tactics. So it says here, the next one we have career mode, guys. So basically, a lot more freedom again. As I already said in my previous FC 25 video, you have like crazy youth academy thing that has like a lot more details into your career levels. You can have a lot more things there. And then for the clubs, those who guys who like, though I know that many players just play clubs inside the game, pro clubs, so you can have a lot more a lot more expansion there. You have many added like animation in terms of editing your play that you want. You have the same example you can see here, the way Bellingham scored. You can actually replicate that inside the game, just the way Bellingham scored. You have realistic more animation. These type of things just like cliche, I would say. Every year these type of things will be added inside the game, like new celebration, new movement and everything. So it's gonna be a lot more. Also there's gonna be new play style. Let's get deflector plus new animation and everything. These type of thing, the animation, a couple of things that are added. Let's say visual enhancement. These shouldn't be like close simulation, a lot more realistic one. These are like a typical thing from EA each year. Same thing for the FC, but the thing that matters and actually makes a difference, FC IQ, guys, you're just gonna have to see. Well, all we have just videos and just details, leaks, details on everything. Nothing compares to when we actually get to play the game. Just gonna have to wait and see. Guys, I sorry just took that long. I hope I could actually bring it, like, say it in the most simple, like in the simplest way I could actually tell you guys. So basically, guys, it's like, if I want to summarize the whole thing, next FC is gonna be, I would say, hard to play at the beginning. You have to master it level by level, like one step at a time. You have to master each play role, how you want to play it, the way custom tactics are, the instruction. You're just gonna have to, I would say, find a unique way of your own gameplay. You can't just copy and paste it then, because you're gonna have to see each player roles in each position. You have to really try that. Anyway, hope you guys like this video. If you have any question about FC25, just comment down below. I'll definitely answer that. I'm having a video every single night on my channel, so make sure you subscribe, and up until next time, see you guys later.